Hello and welcome all. If you did not see our earlier video, you're going to know that you won't know all the upgrades I'm doing to this thing, but the first thing I wanted to do is get this D088 intercooler installed because it's large and it's taking up a lot of space in my house, and it'd be nice just to get it in, not have to worry about it. And so I'm going to be upgrading a lot of things on this car: turbo, lowering springs, just a ton of different things, fixing a few issues. So thought I'd start with the intercooler. The intercooler is actually super nice. I did scratch it a little bit over there, but that's okay. Super nice quality, really thick, and it's a direct replacement, so it should be pretty easy to install. We have to take off the bumper, of course, to get it on. That's pretty common sense. And so that's what we're going to be doing in this video, is installing this D088 intercooler. It's I actually didn't buy it from D088. I bought it from an individual that was selling it on Facebook, so saved me on waiting for it to arrive. I'm sure they have pretty quick shipping, but with everything going on, it worked out perfectly because I was planning on doing this anyway, so it just sped up the process. So to begin with, D088 has really great detailed instructions, so I'll be following those. But you gotta remove these star heads. There's 6 of them, so 2 over here, 2 over here, 2 on this middle piece, and 2 on here. So they are T20s, so we're going to start with that. Next, we are going to want to remove these 3 screws right here. Hopefully it's pretty dark, but there's 3. They look like T25s as well, so I'll remove those next. Okay, all the tops are out, ones on the side are out. Now we gotta go underneath. I already have some of these removed because I was under here earlier and you just happened to take them out as well to remove the bumper. So I don't have that cover on and I don't have this cover on, but there are 6, which I don't even know where they are at, but there are 6 screws somewhere under here, and some of them I've already removed, but you gotta pop these ones out. Sorry it's so dirty under here. I had a mess earlier, but there's a screw. Obviously this one's missing over here, and then there's one back here. So you're gonna remove all those, and that will detach this lower piece. Okay, so this is all loose, and like I said, these pieces are already removed, so I don't have to worry about that, but you will have to remove them on your car to remove the bumper. I also see that my front mount is time to get replaced, so it looks like I'll be ordering one of those as well. Don't mind all the oil. It's from when I was removing things up front. Some things got spilled, so yeah, it shouldn't leak. Nothing should be leaking, but I guess I'll find out as we keep moving forward. Okay, so I'm just draining the windshield washer fluid out right now. They do include a plug to put over that, but I didn't want to go grab it, so I was like, I'll just drain it into a bucket and put the bucket back in after I hook everything up. So I disconnect the fog light on this side. Just gotta go do the other side now, so I guess I'll do that while it's draining. Okay, so it's kind of getting a little windy, and I don't know what I was thinking, but you don't have to unplug your fog lights, just the cable, just the whole front bumper harness, which I gotta find where it's at, but it should probably be just right up there, or I might be able to get it from the top, so let me go find that. Okay, sorry for the wind noise, if there is any. So I just broke this free around here. Careful, these break very easy. Obviously this bumper's been off before because this one was already broken, so I'll have to see if I can find a replacement. Someone obviously tried gluing it. I already knew it was cracked, but yeah, now I know why it was cracked, because someone's already tried to remove this bumper, or someone has removed this bumper already. So, not sure why. I think actually the radiator was replaced once, so I'm guessing that's when the bumper was removed. So, I believe the cord, looking online, is behind here, so we're just gonna lift it off slowly and see if we can find the cord. Okay, so that's off. Here is the cord. That was correct. So I can't tell if the radiator has been replaced or not. I was told it has, so maybe it has. Oh yeah, that's not the stock radiator. You can see the, oh, you can't see the label, but it's aftermarket. Not sure which brand, but yeah, it definitely hasn't been replaced. So that's probably why that piece was broken over there. But here's the cord. You actually have to disconnect both those hoses, one for each headlamp washer. And then here is this. We'll unplug it and go move this bumper so it's not in the way. Now I gotta find a new one of these. So I could probably still, you know, just glue it, but I'm not gonna win any SOC awards by having a broken trim piece. So I'll order a new one. Hopefully they're still available, and if not, I'll find one, and we'll start working on getting this intercooler out next. So next, according to the instructions, we need to remove this duct, which is that. There should be, I can't remember how many there were, but should just be for sure those three, and we'll see what other ones we come across. But they look like they are T15s. Okay, we could take this piece off. Don't forget, put that back on. So the screw's there for now. And it looks like we have a clip right here, and we'll have to disconnect it from the bottom of the intake tube, or yeah, hook to the bottom of the intake. So I'll have to disconnect that and remove that next. Okay, I did miss a step. We also need to remove this side of that plastic, of this plastic connector, plastic piece, whatever you want to call it. It just has two. Okay. So now we need to remove this crash bar. 13, 13. I know there's 4 13s, and then we'll have to see what else we have to do. Okay, so next we're gonna remove these 4 screws. They look like they're 10s, and that should remove this plastic air guide, is what they're calling it, next. Okay, so that's off. Not sure if that will lift off next. It looks like it has some clips in there too, so I'm gonna set these screws where I know where I'll find them, and we'll pull that off next. Okay, so next we're gonna want to separate the AC condenser from the radiator. You can see it's held on with these plastic clips that are pushed into it. So you can see in the sides right there, there are, you know, just some teeth grabbing it. So we need to separate that, and we're not going to remove the AC condenser, just move it out of the way so it's not in our way when we're trying to put in this new intercooler. Trying to get this, okay. See, that one's out. Now, see if I could do the same way. Okay, now you see that's loose. We can lift up on it, but I'm going to see what the directions say next before I go any further, because I know we still have this piece is in the way, which actually I'm going to take off. That goes so right there. Yep, and that's off. So I'm definitely going to be redoing these headlights while I have everything off as well. So we'll sand them down. I'll probably have them clear coated, but I gotta see what's next for this. I know we don't have to completely take this off, but we'll want to get it out of the way. So I'm just gonna unplug this connector. It's a pressure sensor for the AC condenser, just because I don't want to break it. Oh, and of course my phone's ringing. Okay, so we have this all loose. It says to move it out of the way so it doesn't hit any of the pipes, but first I need to disconnect this power steering cooler and they say be careful because it may fall. So I'm just going to disconnect it with this tab right here, like that, and disconnect this one over here, and yeah, just be careful. I just have mine hanging, but they say to tie it, but I think it'll be fine. But just so you guys don't have issues, maybe you should, put something under it, but it looks like it's gonna be fine. And then we're gonna move this out of the way as much as possible. I think that should be fine. Then here is the intercooler. So we'll have to do the tabs right here, but first, we have a 7 here. That will loosen, I think 7 or flat blade. I'm using a flat blade. Now that's off. We're gonna try to lift this out of the way some more. I think that should be out of the way enough. We'll have to see. But yeah, that thing's tiny compared to that new one. So this will be a big improvement. We have 2 clips right here. Same as the radiator, or the AC condenser. I don't know if I could do this one-handed though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set this down, but yeah, they're the same as the AC condenser was into the intercooler. Okay, so I set the AC condenser on this bucket just so it's not hanging off these lines. Came out, I got the intercooler out, as you can see. Radiator looks really good actually, so I'm pretty sure it has been replaced. So that's a good sign, I guess. Next, we can start putting the new intercooler in, and it looks pretty simple. I don't know if I'm going to hook up my pipes yet, but as you guys will see, it's super simple to install them. Just because I'm going to clean them out, and I got to remove this one anyways. Like, I got to remove a few things up here to get this heat shield off, because I kind of just bent it back for now, but I got to straighten it out and get that heat shield off and do it properly. So I'll probably not hook my pipes back up yet, but I just want to show you guys the rest of the install on the intercooler. Here you can see the difference: plastic, aluminum, well, semi-plastic, but this thing is tiny, the core's tiny in it compared to this guy, which is quite a big difference. So you can see it's quite a big difference. My intercooler looks actually really in good condition though, surprisingly. So not sure if it's the factory one that came in it. It is a factory style one, but I don't know if it's ever been replaced before. I doubt it. It is a GM part number, but yeah, actually looks really good. So next we'll get this new intercooler dropped in and start hooking everything back up to it. Okay, sorry about that. So you receive these 2 brackets that slide into here. Maybe might need 2 hands to slide these in, but yeah, I'm gonna need 2 hands, but they go on this right here and on this side, so you have 2 of them. But it'll be easier if I have 2 hands, so I'm gonna have to set the camera down, so I will show you after they're installed. Okay, I lied, I was just being dumb. So to put them in, hook it like that, and let's see if I could do this again. The other side just went right in. You can hook it like that and press down. There we go. So those are in. Make sure they're slid all the way over. Okay, this one is too. Slid all the way over. Now we'll drop the new intercooler in. Okay, so I was being dumb and I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So, as you can see, we got it in there. We got to slide it to the right still. And it's actually really easy to drop in. and we got it in that bracket, but we still need to slide it to the right just a little bit. It looks like, maybe not. Actually, is lining up pretty well. You see, it has a spot for the bracket to sit for the AC. Super, super nice quality. I am super happy with this thing so far. Yeah, that's in. So what next we'll have to do is install these, which that one, it looks like we needed to move the intercooler back a little bit more, but I think we're gonna have to slide it to that way. Okay, so the intercooler is in its grooves right there. It looks like it needs to slide this way, but it can't because the other side. Maybe it's because this is a different, not the stock radiator, but everything fits nice. You can see we gotta put the tens in here. It is a tight fit, but looks like it's gonna work. Over here, we are in the groove, and like I said, it's a tight fit, but looks like it's gonna fit. So we need to grab the tens that it came with and install the screws on the end. Okay, so these are the screws that it includes. I'm gonna have to push in on the intercooler just a little bit to get it to fit. Let's see if I can set this camera on my knee to balance it. This is hard to record with one person, but yeah, I'm not gonna be able to record because I don't have a way to hold my camera and push the intercooler in because it needs to go quite a bit for put the screw in and stuff. So I'm gonna set the camera down again. I apologize, but and I'm gonna put these screws in. Okay, so we got these brackets on, 10s in each, so that is all solid. It is a tight fit, like, don't get me wrong, these are very difficult to get in just because it's such a tight fit and it's a large intercooler, so there's not much room. There's only one spot I saw it was barely rubbing, and that is, it rubbed right there, but it went on just fine. Didn't cause any damage, it just rubbed the paint off a little bit. But next we are gonna get this AC back in, which, you know, it goes into there and it will clip into right here. But we'll get this side on first and make sure you can see where it sits in. Okay, so either, oh, I think it needs to go over. There we go. I was gonna say that it does not fit, but it is. And then these push into here. Let's make sure this is on all the way. Okay. Make sure it's on over here, like that. Oh, sorry. Going all over with the camera. Okay, that's in. And that's in. Sweet. So now we could put this back on, which super simple. That'll go like that. I know I didn't put that in all the way yet. I just want to get this one in first. It seems like it's hanging, but I'll make sure. Oh, that 10 might need tightened right there on mine, but yeah, that's how that goes. But yeah, doesn't seem like it's clipped in very good. Maybe it broke when I was pulling it off, but it's staying there, so might just throw an extra zip tie just to make sure that that stays. And then all we gotta do next is connect our pipes right here, which, like I said, I'm not going to right now. I'm gonna leave the bumper off, but I'm gonna do a quick install of crash bar, plastic, everything that I don't, you know, I'm just gonna install everything that I took off other than the bumper and leave the pipes disconnected for now until I get more stuff done on the engine, because I think next I'll remove the downpipe and start doing the stuff up here, and then we'll put the bumper back on, and I'm gonna have my headlights redone while I have the bumper off and just clean stuff up. So I'm not gonna install the bumper right now. Probably won't be on for a few weeks until I get some stuff done. So I'm gonna do a quick install of everything, and if there's any trouble I have, I will pause and let you guys know. So here is a fast video of me installing everything. Okay, one thing I did notice right off the bat, I was going to bolt this bracket back in, and I'm not sure if you can see, but the piece hits the intercooler right here, so you can't get the bolt in enough to actually, you can't slide it in enough. So to fix that, I am just going to unclip this, pull this out, and I'm just gonna go cut a little piece off that just right there, just so I can slide it in enough and get it bolted on. Okay, so I just went and cut that off right there. Now we will see if it slides in. Okay, so it did slide in far enough, barely. Well, it's not hitting anymore, but it is slid in far enough so we could get our bolt in. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be like everybody's, maybe that's just mine, but that's something you may have to do, just for a heads up. Okay, I broke this on mine. I'm sure you guys won't break yours, but I did break mine. So it just kind of was floppy, so I just zip tied it like this. I'll cut these off. I did get that 10mm screw in there, and I just had to trim a little bit on that side to get it to fit. So I think this is all complete now. Like, I haven't put these on, of course. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing some other stuff, so I'm gonna leave those off for now. But I'm gonna do a time lapse of putting everything together. And if I come across something, I will stop the video and let you guys know. Okay, so that is probably all for this video. I just put those parts on so I don't forget where everything goes. I'm still gonna take them off when I buff out these headlights. Maybe I'll do a video on, maybe not. There's a lot of videos on how to, buff headlights. Just be careful because I've lost the red tab, so I gotta find where that went. If not, I'll just order one. I'm sure I could find one. But yeah, we still got a lot of springs, interior. We'll do everything exterior wise as in performance and comfort first. Then we'll probably move on to interior, and then last will be paint, body kit, diffuser, and I got the LED light bar repair kit. So probably next we'll be getting this turbo on, and it's not gonna look like that, it's gonna be powder coated, but get the turbo on. I need to order a new shock, so that's why I'm using this. So gotta do that still. I got a big list of stuff I gotta order, and get this downpipe out to get the rear up pipe off because it is cracked, and so I gotta weld or replace that. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I gotta see how bad it is. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. Haven't worked on this thing forever, so it feels good to actually give it some upgrades. So thank you for sticking around. I hope this helped. If you got the D088 intercooler, install super easy, and didn't sponsor by any means. There was a few little things that were didn't, like, that bracket for the power steering lines, I had to cut that just a little bit, but that's not a big deal. Everything was super easy and went on as it should. So looks great. I'm excited to see how the car runs after everything's done. So I'll see everyone in the next video. Thank you for watching.